Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm BA and we are cooking up a storm once again. Today we're going to be making one of my favorite little summer pizzas. It is a bruschetta pizza with a homemade pesto, mozzarella, all the works. Let's get cooking. So what we need today to make this happen for the bruschetta, simple bruschetta situation, except you want to use a nice tomato. I'm talking beefsteak, or let's say heirloom tomatoes. That's what I'm using today. Doesn't really matter what kind of tomato, as long as it's nice, fresh, juicy, yum. That's just the most important thing. Bruschetta beyond that, balsamic vinegar, some basil, a little bit of olive oil, garlic, traditional things that go within the bruschetta. We also have a pesto in the works. Instead of a red sauce, we're going to use pesto as the sauce. Yum. My pesto, I'm not too fussy about it. I'm not a purist, so please don't come for me for not using the right kind of nuts. I don't have pine nuts, but I have some sunflower seeds and almonds that I'm going to use today. You just need some sort of fatty nut situation, and if you are nut free, it's also fine with that, but I just happen to have this on hand. Basil, you'll need, if you have parsley, a little bit of parsley. I had some left over in the fridge, so I'm using that too in addition to my basil. I put a little bit of green onion in mine, then garlic, lemon juice, olive oil, salt and pepper, done. So first things first, we want to get our oven preheated. I'm doing mine at 400 degrees, but like I said, whatever dough situation or recipe you're doing, follow your heart with that. But mine and my recipe, we're doing 400 degrees. While that is preheating, you can start by prepping all of your stuff. So I'm just going to slice my tomatoes and get started on the bruschetta. Yum. I love tomatoes. Growing up in the South, you literally just eat like a tomato sandwich. Like, it's literally country white bread, toasted or not, with a bunch of mayo, salt and pepper, and tomato. Beautiful! So then you want to grab some of your basil and then just give it a nice chop and throw it on top of the tomatoes that you have in your bowl now. Nothing to it. Yay! Making a mess. Okay, cool. Bada bing, bada boom. So once your basil's in the bowl, you're going to take a few cloves of garlic. I'm going to start with 3. I love garlic, so that might change, but 3 to 5 cloves of garlic. Crushed or minced. Today, I'm crushing it.
You're crushing it.
I'm crushing it. Literally. Crushing it. So now that we've got all of our stuff in the bowl, we're literally just going to season the house down, drizzle, drazzle, some olive oil, balsamic vinegar, glaze moment, and that is bruschetta. We're going to throw it into the fridge, let it chill out while we work on our pesto. So now we're going to get started on the pesto. So we're going to throw our garlic, our cheese, our spices, our lemon juice, our nuts, our literally everything that's going into the pesto into this food processor, giving it a blitz, and then it'll also be chilling out in the fridge while our pizza crust gets thrown in the oven. I don't normally buy pre-shredded cheese. This is just what they had when I sent my boyfriend to the store on my behalf. They probably had regular, but he really did not have to go to the store. He had went to a Trader Joe's, but if you've ever been to a Trader Joe's in the city during the week after 4 p.m., it is kind of a nightmare. And I love Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's outside of the city, awesome. But here in the city, much like the Whole Foods at Columbus Circle, it's a disaster to go in, and grocery shopping isn't fun. I'm using like a finishing olive oil and then just like a nice everyday olive oil because we want the finishing olive oil to last. Okay, so now that we've got our bruschetta in the fridge, we just threw the pesto in there with it. Best friends on the same shelf. Now we're going to get started on our pizza dough. Roll it out however your situation for your dough goes. I'm just going to put a little bit of flour on the surface, roll it out, make it into a shape. Doesn't have to be a perfect shape. We're at home. Yeah, let's do it. So I'm going to throw a little bit of flour onto my surface, then plop the dough down on it and get to rolling. My bracelet's like making a little dent. Isn't it cute?
It is cute.
A customer made it for me. She comes in and she paints every weekend, and now she's making bracelets that her friend like makes the stones in some way. But she asked me what my favorite color was. I said green, and so she made me a green one. You want to get the dough to listen to you. So once you get your pizza dough in the place that you want it, throw it onto whatever baking mechanism you're going to use. We actually have a pizza stone, so I'm gonna throw it on that. I actually had it in the oven warming up along, with the preheat situation. What am I trying to say, and why did I say the sentence like that? But you get what I'm trying to pull. So now I'm gonna see if I can do that thing where they roll it onto the pin and then get it, I think I can do this, and get it onto the pizza stone. Here I go. Oh, it's stuck a little. Don't look, don't look, don't look. This is real. This is raw and real. Don't look. Home chef, not pro chef.
Oh, I'm filming now.
Okay, well, I'm laughing at myself because I tried rolling the dough, and then I get over there, and then the dough just was sticking together, which I don't think is something that you would want. Maybe because I left it out at room temp, there's a little more moisture in it. I don't know, but hey, this is a home kitchen, not a pro kitchen. Am I right? And yeah, we're rolling with the punches. Maybe your pizza dough will be better than mine. With that being said, I threw my pizza dough in there to just get going before I put all the sauce and the cheese and everything else we've got going on top. But while that's happening, we can get our cheese ready. Awesome. Cheese.
Okay, confess.
So, I mean, this is something that I was actually talking about earlier, or when I get caught up with myself. It's like, okay, what are you doing trying to start a cooking show in the middle of everything that's just kind of going on in the world? Like, what is going on? Well, me and my friend Marielle, who wanted to work on something together, and while this is something that we didn't necessarily anticipate doing, we wanted to make something somehow, and we have the resources and each other to hold each other accountable to finally do something. I feel like it's feeding our soul, putting ourselves out there and trying to be an internet person situation. It's tricky to figure out, but it's been a lot of fun to try. And I want this to not only, make our lives better, but it would be nice if you are able to actually make yourself a plug title of show and enjoy this stuff too. And even if you don't want to cook, or you don't necessarily like these kinds of recipes, maybe you're into a different kind of cooking, you can still smile or have a little bit of peace and quiet with it. So yeah, a little chat confession situation while the pizza dough is baking. Okay, so now that the pizza got started, I pulled it out, put a little bit of olive oil just around the edges. You could do an egg wash if you wanted. I'm just keeping it simple with what we've already got going. That way we don't have to add another ingredient to this. Eggs in this economy? So got my dough, got my crust going. I'm first going to put the pesto and then the mozzarella, some Parmesan cheese, and a couple of spices, just some Italian seasoning and chili flake, and throw it in the oven. And then we put the bruschetta on last. We keep it fresh and cold. You could put it on, bake it with the pizza, that would be delicious as well, but I like the contrast of the warm, crunchy, gooey hotness of the pizza with the cold, yummy, fresh heirloom tomato situation on top. So, plops of pesto.
Good band name.
Pesto plopped. Now we're going to slip on some mozzarella. Yum. A little bit of salt, a little bit of peps, chili flake, just a little bit. Yum, yum. It's gonna be so yummy. Oh, ow. Oh,
What?
oh no. Oh no.
I can't see. What was
It's
it?
the herb.
Did you got a splinter from an
From
herb?
an herb. That was so not cool.
Be careful, people.
Be careful with your herbs. Just put them in a jar. Ooh, na 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 na. That looks beautiful. Okay, so we just pulled this gorgeous girl that I'm naming Trisha, the pizza, out of the oven. She's over here, she's cooling. I'm going to hit it with a little bit of Parmesan cheese, nothing crazy. It's like lasagna. Actually, when I made this before, we should slice the pizza and then put the bruschetta on it, right?
Yes.
That's what you don't have to do that. It gets like a little messier, but yeah, so slice the pizza now, actually, and then we'll put the bruschetta on. So pretty. While the nectar, the juices that come out of everything that's going on here are amazing, I'm draining off a little bit of it. That way the pizza still stays, crispy. Okay, and then we'll finish it off with one more sprinkling of parm, and we're gonna drizzle drazzle some of that balsamic glaze on top. Okie dokie, now it is time to taste the fuck out of this pizza. I'm gonna have this one. I'm doing corner. Marielle can't eat this pizza today.
Sorry.
That's okay, so I'm tasting it alone. But
my
Marielle
tummy
has had
hurts.
this pizza before.
And it's amazing.
Yeah, I love it. So, here we go. Yeah, I don't know. I think pesto, tomatoes, mozzarella cheese, you can't go wrong. It's good on a sandwich. It's good raw on toast. It's good on a freaking pizza. If you are into tomatoes, then you're into me, and you're also into this pizza. Thank you so much for popping into my kitchen today. I hope that you take a whack at this recipe. I hope that you have the best pizza party ever, and if tomatoes aren't really your thing, like some people in my family, do the pesto pizza without it. I'm sure it'll be awesome. Top it off with some of that arugula that you still have in your fridge. I don't know, but if you are a tomato head like me, you'll be into me, you'll be into this pizza, and you will thank me later with 1,000 kisses. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Bye!